Morning, day 8, and this is what I look like in the mornings. So I've woken up and I'm going through my morning meditation. Today was a little bit different. Today my meditation was more prayer-like, I suppose. Burning my sage. It's the last bit of one of my smudge sticks. I've got a fresh one. I love this smell. So yeah, had a meditative morning, which was nice. I woke straight up and it was the first thing I'd done this morning was take some time to contemplate. That's what it was like. It was like a contemplation, and actually I had a very, very serious realization, and I've had something that's been staring at me under the nose this whole time, and I've been planning for, this great idea that I've had that I'm going to move forward with, getting myself a van and converting it into a camper so that I can then go and travel with it. And I realised, work with what I've got. Like, I've put my limits on the fact that I don't have this van yet, and that I didn't have the future set up, when actually right now in the present I've got a car that I can totally convert. Nobody gets in my car with me. It's not like I've got to take the passenger seat out of the front anyway. So yeah, that was a very interesting thing that's been staring me onto the nose for weeks, that I just didn't think, oh, I'll do it with my car. Hello. So that's what I'm going to be dealing with today. I done some root chakra meditation this morning. Just a little bit of chanting. I've never done chanting before, but I chanted the Lum sound whilst focusing on my root chakra, and I think that's a Buddhist chant. The sound is spelled L-A-M, and it sounds like And actually, after doing that, I've done it a few times, and it's actually really, really relaxing, just focusing on grounding. I've done some affirmations of being, as heavy as a mountain, as stable as a mountain. Really imagined my root chakra really taking a hold of Mother Earth. I also used a new crystal that I've got. This is Bloodstone, and I didn't actually know what this was for. I just knew I needed one, alongside with another stone that I got, which is Dragon's Blood Jasper, which is very interesting. These do different things. This was for the grounding. My bloodstone was for the grounding and really getting that in action. And this was for a little bit more fire and pizzazz. I didn't know what this was for either. But also to disconnect cords of attachment that I had been cleansing myself from, but not completely detaching from. I think I just said disattach again, which is not a real word, but it's one of my real words. So yeah, this one's really gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, really nice. And I learned that all of your cords of attachment come through your spleen, so they come from there. They come through your left side, and that's where you need to kind of focus your energy on removing certain things, or on the likes of certain stones, wear them here. So it's either be like a crazy person and sellotape it to my skin, be like a tranny and wear a bra, or just rub it on my sides as I'm meditating and setting intentions to sever and disconnect cords. But all in all, this morning has started good, different, and I like it. I don't feel anxious this morning. I'm going to go to the bank, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to set about figuring out how to convert my car into a mini camper. It's really exciting. Yeah. Hey. So, I am currently on my way to go and meet my dad because he's going to help me to start to transform my car into a camper van. How exciting is that? My little car, no one ever gets in it with me, so I only need one seat to drive it. The rest is gonna be for me to sleep in. Yes, I'm not sleeping in no back seat, in no front seat. I'm gonna make a bed in this bitch. Exciting. So yeah. And well, the thing is, I was actually gonna get this done anyway, but I just didn't realise how easy I could make it for myself. Yeah. One of the things I might have done differently would have been being more open, not with my opinion, but being more forward with friends and family in regards to what I really think, what I know, most importantly. Yeah, being true to my truth and being honest about it, and not trying to protect people, because that's where I got myself in trouble quite a bit, trying to protect other people and other people's feelings and not knowing how to balance that correctly. So that meant I withheld certain information because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings or stress them out even more than they might have already been, or, you know, put them in an uncomfortable situation by thinking I can kind of deal with this on my own. Like, I'll take this on, I'll try and deal with it behind the scenes so that they don't have to worry or stress themselves about it, when really the mistake I made was it wasn't mine to hold on to. It wasn't my decision to have something like certain information to keep that a secret. It wasn't my decision. I should have always been forward and forthright with that. So I've definitely learnt that. I would definitely be more forward in that sense, because actually as a team it's a lot easier to deal with a problem than it is on your own. So I definitely learnt that from this whole come up when I was down in the dumps. yeah, another lesson. So I woke up this morning and set some good intentions. I meditated, but in a slightly different way this morning. So normally I go inside myself by focusing my energy on my body, my physical senses. Mostly I start by closing my eyes, using my ears, sensing my body, and then concentrating on my breathing. So that's how I normally get myself into a relaxed meditative state. However, this morning I used a different technique. I actually used some, I believe it's Buddhist technique of chanting. And it seems to have worked. Like, I feel very grounded. I'm also carrying my fluorite stone, crystal even. Actually, when I got this home, cleansed it. Then I set it up on a very basic crystal grid to charge it. And I picked it up today and I took it with me. I actually went for a walk into Brixton to go into the bank and get myself some basic amenities. And yeah, it was a very interesting day today so far. I mean, I found myself on my way back walking at about 2 miles an hour, just kind of looking at the trees and the grass, and I became completely unaware of the fact that I was walking along a main road. Completely tuned out from the traffic and everything. And then I caught myself laughing. I was literally in the middle of laughing, and then I realised, oh my god, I'm laughing. So I'm either falling apart and going crazy, or coming together and finding something, I don't know what, but it feels pretty good. And it's definitely a more peaceful, relaxing, comfortable space than anywhere near where I've been. Oh, I also today have been I've been for the last few days been listening to different HZ tones, and basically what they are is they're tone frequencies that work on doing different things within your DNA, within the atmosphere. So today I've had 528, which is miracle tone apparently. That's what I've been listening to. I had it on my headphones, I've had it playing in my car. And once you kind of get over yourself, over the fact that there's this strange sound that you're not used to continuously humming away, it's actually really easy to use that sound to put you in a relaxed state of mind, meditative state of mind, and I have come up with some really creative ideas today, and they've just been popping out of me left, right and centre. That could be part of my crystal vibration or frequency, or it could have been my morning meditation, or it could have been my Miracle Tone that I've been listening to. However, it's more than likely a combination of all three. That's a good thing. So yeah, I'm really excited because I'm on my way to make something happen. Eek! Builder Joel, here we go. After my breakdown, I had to find ways, techniques, methods, and different kind of paths to pull myself back together again. I had to figure out my own internal truths, as well as some of the universal eternal truths. So finding different techniques and ways of dealing with things, fixing things, or techniques to fix things, shall I say, like the meditation, or trying to understand crystals in a more of a deeper light, or a deeper sense. Deeper light. Interesting. Never used that before. A deep light. Could be onto something there. Anyway, yeah. So the point being is that I used meditation, crystals, vibrational frequencies to empower me. Same way people use religion to empower them. Except the things that I'm basing my feces on, the thing that I'm basing my theses, I think that's what it's called. I could literally be talking shit. Pun intended. The thing I'm basing this whole thing on is kind of scientific fact, and you might think, what a bozo, how can you think that crystals healing is scientific fact? But crystals are made of different components, different, what are they called? The gases and elements and all that stuff, you know, the periodic table, all of that stuff. That's how these are made, with different components of that. So those elemental components vibrate on specific frequencies. So therefore, crystals are vibrating at specific frequencies. Now, it's proven, tested and proven, that certain frequencies, crystals aside, certain frequencies actually help to improve DNA repair, cognitive repair. I'm going under a bridge. Every single time I go under this bridge, a train goes over it. Every single time. No word of a lie. There's not a time when I go that there's not a train over this bridge. Every time. So, yeah, the point that I'm making is that, putting crystals aside, if you're just talking about tone frequencies, actual sound pitches, you know, when a sound leaves a speaker, the sound travels through the air through frequency waves. Those waves are frequencies. The closer they are together, the further they are apart. So I believe the further they are apart, the denser, the deeper the sound. The closer they are together, the higher pitch and more frequency the sound, faster. They vibrate faster. So that's just on a pure sound level. On a physical being level, for things to actually vibrate into existence, you know, you can just imagine that they have to vibrate on a different plane, basically. So using sound meditation, so for example, using my Himalayan singing bowl, I often tap that to cleanse the space through the sound pitch frequency. I now realised that chanting my Lam sound this morning to work on grounding myself through my root chakra is also based on sound frequency and the way it runs through your body and the way that then connects to the earth. So by doing these things, it's brought around a much stiller, calmer part of me that was there always. I just didn't know it was there because I didn't know where to find it. So all of these things that initially might be brushed off as mumbo jumbo or witchcraft or just absolute bollocks, for you maybe, for me, is working me wonders. And it could all be the power of my psyche. It could simply be the power of suggestion is working amazingly through me too. But you know what? I'm cool with even whatever way it is working. So I'm gonna keep it up, I think, because good things are happening in a very, very quick time. Like, turnaround on this has been next to none. I know people and have seen people have breakdowns and it takes them months and months and months to recover. And I've done it in a matter of weeks. And not only recovered, but bounced back with a much more open, clean, and I don't even know the word for it, focused mindset than ever before. I mean, I'm appreciating things at a different level. Concentrating on things on a different level. I'm accomplishing things on a different level. All via using new techniques that I've never used before. I mean, that has to go down in my history books as a pivoting point in my life. It's got to. It just absolutely has to. My life changed.